beautiful, and thank you for clicking on today's video. So today we are doing another minimalist reacts video, except this time instead of roasting other content online for being minimalist, I'm gonna be
roasting myself.
So the inspiration for this video came when I was thinking about my journey to minimalism and the fact that I very much used to be more of a maximalist shopper, and over the course of many years I've learned to be a little bit more intelligent with my shopping. So I wanted to look through my Amazon list because of all of the places I've shopped over the years. Amazon does keep the best records, and see how many of these purchases I have kept and how many I've decluttered. Now, I very much understand the fact that there are things you buy 7 years ago that were very good purchases at the time and they totally made sense at the time, and then you grow out of them and you grow as a person and your lifestyle changes and then you declutter. That's all fine and dandy, but I have a strong feeling that what I'm going to be finding today is not going to be in that category. It's just going to be like a bunch of stuff, essentially. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into it and roast myself. Okay, so we are in 2014, and going down the list, I have some Plumeria fragrance oil and a frosted glass perfume, and I bought these at the same time because at the time the boy that I was dating really liked the smell of Plumeria, and I decluttered both of these items very shortly after ending that relationship.
So there's one for the declutter.
I have an ear pick wax cleaner. So this was another attempt in my life when I tried to have a more eco-friendly option to Q-tips. So I tried this, and this was totally unresearched, and I learned very shortly after purchasing this item that it's not safe to jam metal items into your ears. Why did I purchase this? Why did I not think of that? I don't know. But this is definitely an item I decluttered probably shortly after purchasing it. Then we have a cat personal safety keychain. So what this basically is a keychain disguised as brass knuckles. I was using this as sort of a safety thing, similar to like a rape whistle or pepper spray. I actually had this item confiscated from me from TSA. I left it on my keys mistakenly, went through TSA, and they took it. So no longer have that, but it wasn't decluttered, it was taken. If you would like to be subscribed because you like minimalist and lifestyle content, we'd love to have you. Please go ahead and click that red subscribe button down below. Let's continue. Now I have some women's fingerless fox fur trim gloves. So these were a fashion purchase. This was around the time that I started learning you could buy clothes on Amazon, and these are now, I mean, when I bought them at the time, they were probably very cute in my mind, but now I feel like they're kind of stupid. Like, why would you have fur gloves that then have no fingers? In California, when I bought these, it was a sensible purchase because it's never cold enough to where you really need like real gloves. But now that I live in the Midwest, these are totally dumb. And I decluttered them a long time ago, but I would not repurchase these. I have a round hairbrush that I was using to blow dry my hair. This item I decluttered when I realized I don't ever blow dry my hair. That has actually very recently changed. I started blow drying my hair in the last probably 2 months. But at this time, I didn't even own a blow dryer because I never blew dry my hair. But for some reason, I needed a round brush because that's what all the YouTubers were using to get their awesome blow dried hair. So this was an item I bought and definitely never used. Great purchase, Jennifer. Okay, I have 2 Alex and Annie bracelets, which were very popular at the time that I purchased them, and I purchased them in gold. So this was before I sort of decided that silver jewelry looks best on my skin tone. So once I made that decision, I imagine I probably tried to sell these, or I decluttered them at a thrift store. Looking back now, it feels like a waste of money, but I probably got somewhere out of them before they bit the dust. I have, whoa. So the title says Culinary French Lavender, but then the photo is a photo of like a smartwatch. And I know it's the lavender. So I occasionally online I'll buy culinary lavender, which is basically like herbes de Provence, which is like lavender that you can cook with. I still have that bag of lavender because it was enormous. So good purchase. I have a blue cape coat, which I bought very cheap before I started making better purchases with my clothing. So because it was very cheap, it was not very warm, pretty much defeating the purpose of having a coat. So this item I no longer have, and I actually remember I decluttered this the next year after buying it. Okay, and then I have a travel bra case. So this is a hard shell case to put your bras into when you're packing so that they don't get smashed in your bag. And I bought this because I was at the time watching a bunch of YouTube beauty vloggers doing a pack with me type video, and probably one or two of them had this item, and then I just all of a sudden needed to have this in my life. The problem is it's enormous. So if you are packing carry-on only, which is how I travel most of the time, it takes up like 50% of your backpack. So it just totally did not make sense to have. And typically when I travel, I only bring one or two bras anyway. One of them is a structured bra that I wear on the plane, and then one of them is more like a bralette, which doesn't need a hard shell case to keep its shape because it doesn't really have any shape. So that was definitely a dumb purchase. And I can say it's a dumb purchase because I bought it because some YouTuber told me that I had to have it, and without any critical thought, I bought it, and then it didn't work out. Jumbo bamboo storage bag for shoes. So these storage bags I bought for my shoes to put under my bed. The reason that I don't have them anymore is because I don't have enough pairs of shoes to merit this type of an item. So I ended up decluttering it when I started decluttering my shoes. I think part of the issue is also I didn't learn how easy it was to return things at Amazon until very recently. So a lot of these things I would purchase, and if they didn't work out, I wouldn't return them, which is kind of silly, but there you go. Scrolling up, we have a set of 3 cotton pullover bras. So I bought these because I was looking for cotton bralettes, and unfortunately these shrunk a lot, the first time I washed them. So I ended up decluttering them. I think I gave them to a niece or cousin of mine, but I ended up decluttering them very shortly after that first wash. I have tweezers, which I still have. Good purchase. I have some leggings that fit really well, but unfortunately because I am pear-shaped, they did go sheer on me and they were not at all squat-proof. So I ended up giving these to a friend because, yeah, just the way I'm shaped, it's difficult for me to get cheap leggings and have them not go sheer. So these leggings, not inherently a bad purchase, but not really a good one either. And then I have an exfoliating brush. So I bought this when I could have just used a washcloth to exfoliate. So this is like a plastic rubberized exfoliation thing. And it was way sharp. And I literally could have just used a washcloth or like made a sugar scrub in my kitchen and used that to exfoliate. So this was totally an unnecessary purchase. So that was some of my regretted purchases from Amazon over the years before becoming minimalist. I would like to know if you guys decide to go through your Amazon accounts in years past. Let me know in the comments down below one thing that you absolutely regret purchasing, and we can kind of be a community together of wanting to make better purchases and not waste money. If you made it to the end of the video, congratulations, you have an amazing attention span and you deserve a reward. So your fun fact of the video is that just like how the earth has earthquakes, the moon has moonquakes. Thanks so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!